Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing our NFL Divisional Round game predictions. And so yeah, last week, wildcard weekend, kind of, went okay. We went 4-2, me and my dad. That's alright. Not looking to do that again. Looking to go perfect this week. Word of the day is red. So yeah, let's get into it. So, starting off with the Chiefs-Jaguars game, I have been going back and forth on this one because the Chiefs, coming off of a bye week, it's kind of hard to get back into the groove of things after a bye week. And Patrick Mahomes still has not really shown me. Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. But in a playoff game when you're going up against the best teams in the league, you make a bad mistake, maybe they capitalize off of it. And, I think the Jaguars could definitely win this game. But I was looking at the stats and, defense, takeaways, pressure rate, sacks per game. And the Jaguars just don't have it. The Jaguars are one of the hottest teams. Had a great game, or a great second half, I should say, against the Chargers last week. Absolutely amazing comeback. I love the way that they just kept their head in the game. And I think Doug Peterson has really done a lot for this Jaguars team. But they just do not match up well for the recipe to beat Patrick Mahomes. I don't see them taking this one, but I really want to. But, maybe in a later round they get eliminated. I want to take the Jags, but I don't think they can do it. So we're taking the Chiefs, and so is my dad. So, yeah. Next up, we got the Giants versus the Eagles. And the Eagles are also coming off of their bye week. And this is a very interesting game. So, obviously, the Giants played the Eagles not last week, but the week before, in Week 18. And, they had their backups in. And, almost beat the Eagles, lost by 6 points, with their backups in, and now they're going full speed. They definitely feel confident in themselves coming into this game with how hot they've been and how Daniel Jones has played. And, they've been putting pressure on the quarterback in the last couple of games, even though their stats don't really say that, but they have been. Their secondary has played really well this year, and their corners haven't gotten many takeaways. I think they're last in the league in takeaways, but they've been playing pretty solid. Had a good week against the Vikings last week. One of the only teams to not lose in the fourth quarter to the Vikings. It was a one-score game. The Vikings had the ball. It's like, shoot, here we go again. And then the Giants stopped them. A questionable roughing the passer call. I think that's absolutely terrible, but they still ended up stopping them, and they ended up winning the game. That is something. Nobody has been able to do that all year when it comes down to, the most important stage of the game. Even the Giants didn't do that in the regular season, and they ended up doing it in the playoffs. So I think this team is very ready to take on the Eagles. Lots of momentum and hype going their way. As for the Eagles, their MVP caliber quarterback in Jalen Hurts is coming back. But you got to remember, he's going up against Kayvon Thibodeau. Kind of had the incident with Nick Foles. They got Dexter Lawrence. Do they have Dexter Lawrence? Who does Dexter Lawrence play for?
I found football and American football.
I don't know, but they got some guy named Lawrence on their team. I don't know. But they've got a good pass rush, even though the stats don't show it. And they're going to be coming after Jalen Hurts. And if Jalen Hurts scrambles, gets out of the pocket, they're definitely going to be looking to lay a hit on him, and may draw some penalties from that. We'll see. But I think the Giants could potentially take this. Jalen Hurts has not played in like 4 to 5 weeks. Coming off of a bye week. You played against the Giants, but you're playing against backups. You're not at full speed. I think the Giants can take this one, and I think they will. Daniel Jones had the best game of his life last week. Best game of, any quarterback, really. Threw for 300 passing yards. Didn't throw an interception. Threw for like 3 touchdowns maybe and rush for 70. I mean, that is a perfect week to start off your playoff run, and I'm super excited for them. So I'm taking them over the Eagles. However, my dad will take the Eagles at home, so we shall see. Okay, I'm back. I got some cereal. We're ready to go. It's like 8:30, so I'm eating my snack before I go to sleep. But yeah, we still got 2 games left. So we got the Bengals versus the Bills coming up. And this is a very, very big game. Bengals, Joe Burrow, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The Bills have momentum after what happened to Damar Hamlin and have been going absolutely crazy in the past couple of weeks. Nyheim Hines, the most overlooked trade I've ever seen. He's going crazy. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This is a massive game for 2 massive teams, and I think it's going to be a really good game. And, you know, most of the time, these big games, they come down to the quarterback. And when I look at both these quarterbacks, and I'm thinking, who is going to win you a football game? Not who's going to get you the stats. Not who's going to get you the highlights. Who is going to work and grind out a win for your football team in big situations? I'm taking Joseph Burrow. Okay? Joseph Lee Burrow, I'm pretty sure. Alright? I'm taking Joe Burrow. Alright? In my opinion, the best quarterback in the league. Maybe you could argue for Jalen Hurts. I'm not going to listen to you if you say Patrick Mahomes, because frick Patrick Mahomes, okay? I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't like him. But Joe Burrow, he just plays the quarterback position so well. He has he's sneaky athletic, he's such a great player. You know, he gets sacked, he hops right back up. He's not scared in the pocket. I mean, I love him so much, and I think he is just a better player and the only player that could go up against this team right now at home, at the Bills Mafia. He's the only player I see doing this right now, so I am taking the Bengals. Josh Allen did not look great last week against the Dolphins through a couple of interceptions and made it a lot closer game than it should have been. So I've got to take the Bengals. I mean, I just trust Joe Burrow so much more in this situation. I've got to take the Bengals here. However, my dad will take the Bills at home. So, yeah. Finally, we got the Cowboys versus the 49ers game. Gosh, I got freaking hiccups. Okay, but Cowboys versus 49ers. This game is very interesting as well. The Cowboys, you know, didn't really have much of an upset last week. I mean, the odds actually predicted them to win. But, you know, I thought Tom Brady, you know, maybe he works some magic. Maybe, you know, he does whatever Tom Brady does. He did not. The Cowboys look absolutely insane aside from Brett Maher. They played absolutely great football, and they can definitely win this game if they do the same this week. However, they're the Cowboys. I mean, they're such an inconsistent team. I mean, they just are. I mean, you guys have seen it. You know, they beat the Vikings 40-3, and then they go out and, you know, they lose to the Jaguars in overtime, who, you know, we're seeing is a lot better team now, but still, they're just inconsistent. Sometimes Dak throws 3 interceptions, sometimes he throws 5 touchdowns. I mean, you never know what you're going to get from the Cowboys, but just in this situation, I definitely trust Kyle Shanahan in that offense and that defense over Mike McCarthy and whatever the Cowboys have. Tony Pollard is definitely a weapon for them and can definitely do big things. But I don't know. That pass rush is definitely going to get to Dak. And Dak Prescott, maybe he coughs up the ball. Maybe he fumbles. You know, maybe he gets under pressure. He throws the ball up to Noah Brown. He tips it and it's intercepted. I mean, I don't know. But the Cowboys, I just don't trust them with Dak Prescott. Brock Purdy has been exceptional. He has proved his point to me. I don't think he needs any more proving. If he loses this game, he still is a pretty good quarterback. I don't lose any faith in him at all. I mean, he won his first playoff game pretty easily. I mean, he's won. I don't think he's lost yet in the last 6 or 7 games that he's filled in for Jimmy Garoppolo. I trust in Brock Purdy. I don't think it's going to be a problem for him in this situation, even with Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs lined up, on the other side of the ball. I just trust him. He looks down the barrel, and, if he's got somebody coming out of him, he throws it, and he'll throw it into a tight window, and usually he makes those throws. What could happen, though, is, Micah Parsons coming at him, has to, throw it at an angle, throws it into a tight window because he thinks he's good, and then Trayvon Diggs goes back to freaking last year form, gets 3 interceptions this game, and that could definitely happen. That's how I see them winning this game. Dak Prescott would have to play really well, and I would have to see Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons making a difference in this game. That's how I see it happening. Interceptions and sacks. It's the only way I see it, because I just don't see it any other way. This is a great 49ers team, and they're so much better, and they have so much momentum. And they're going up against the freaking Cowboys. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, I'm taking the 49ers at home, and so is my dad. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.